Yes, I fully support the idea of arming the left, arming the Marxists, arming the communists, the anarcho-syndicalists, etc., etc. Absolutely. And I'm making this video to show my support for such an endeavor. Not only do I support a UBI, but universal basic income on top of current social programs, but I also support the idea of universal basic Kalashnikovs. And it's really important because in this country, the United States, the only one of the few real cultures that we have is gun culture, and we're not going to get rid of it, and I don't think we should. People have the right to defend themselves and to be able to defend themselves and to be ready to defend themselves. Um, so, with that being said, I think the on the left should be armed because many on the left, the actual left, I'm not talking about like the milquetoast centrist liberals like fucking Pelosi, who the right wing vilify. Oh my God, Pelosi is such a leftist. I mean, that's just beyond ridiculous. She's bought and owned by capitalist big money interests. How the fuck is she leftist? But anyway, um, so I'm talking like the actual left, the actual socialists, communists, Marxists, Maoists, etc., the Leninists, and all. They should have arms to defend themselves. I mean, but of course, I'm not looking to make it a Wild West situation. I'd like to have some preventative programs in place, like requiring education in order to get a firearm, like they do in Switzerland, which seems to help out their situation. Um, the only thing I don't like about Switzerland is that they require people to join the military. That I don't agree with. Um, you because I fancy myself more or less a libertarian socialist. So I don't like the idea of doing something that you don't really have to be forced to do. You know what I mean? There are just some things you gotta do anyway. But anyway, it's a whole different ball of wax. But anyway, I fully support the idea of arming the left, arming it seriously. I'm dead fucking serious about it because, quite frankly, these fucking right wing fascists. I'm talking these far right wing fascists want socialists dead. They want communists dead. They want us dead just for being politically opposed to them. That's it. That is no other way about it. And I'm not talking about your average conservative or even your average libertarian. I'm not really talking about them, okay? So if you're watching this and you're libertarian, right libertarian, or you're conservative, a mainline conservative, I'm not really talking about you, well, by and large. So I'm talking like the actual far fucking right, who the Trump administration and Trump himself loves to gin up, you know? And it's just totally ridiculous. There should be balance to the situation. I mean, I understand there's quite a few liberals out there, actual liberals, who own guns and they love guns. Now, I'm here to say that the left, they love their guns too. Probably even more so because they see it as a way of actually defending themselves from the oppressive capitalist class, the ownership class, as well as a state apparatus, which more often than not serves that bourgeoisie capitalist owner class. You know what I mean? It stands as a bulwark, like a maybe it gives them second thoughts and they're just rolling in and doing whatever they goddamn well please, and call it liberty and call it freedom. But anywho, I support the idea because I'm dead serious about it. And secondly, I want to see what a bunch of conservatives and right wing libertarians and I want to see what they think about it when they realize that the actual left love their guns too. They love their guns and whatnot. Now, do I own guns? Well, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Well, maybe I got a wall where I press a button and it all turns around. And you see, holy shit, got a massive arsenal. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But either way, I fully support the idea that the left should be well armed, and I'm dead serious about the universal basic Kalashnikov thing. But they say liberals want to ban guns, but socialists want to hand them out for free. I mean, maybe today's a 2-for-1 special. I don't know. Trade in your old Kalashnikov for a new one, but then again, Kalashnikovs have been known for their robustness, and they generally don't break down. But some of them do get old. But anyway, I just want to see like what the conservatives' reaction would be to that, because quite frankly, back in the 60s and 70s when the Black Panthers were around, all of a sudden conservatives who were all about Second Amendment rights no matter what, uber alles, above everything, right? Now all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, we got to put gun control. All of a sudden the conservatives were for gun control then. You know what I mean? And anywho, I thought I'd make this video in my full support of the idea of arming the left, and let me know what you think down below. See you all around.